Yeah, we'll let you know when we're about to start. We'll try to keep as close as we can to that.
Yeah. That, just I was going for that.
Yeah, we would have a better idea in the next couple of hours. Exactly. All right, have we got everybody? He wants the mic on. All right, guys. Welcome again to the finals, last day of the national titles. Thanks everyone for your etiquette across the weekend. Across board, it's been pretty clean. Had a couple of little things that we've dealt with across the weekend, but as far as everything goes, it's been really clean. You haven't had to hear too much from Will and myself. We haven't had to stop anyone so far. Just a little bit of homework. There are 2 vehicles that are going to have stop and goes across their first finals. We have moved the penalty box. That penalty box is now within the second section of the S's. So there is a very large yellow square there. The way that this will work is once they pass the loop for the first time, they have 3 laps to complete that. As long as there is one wheel that stops within that square,
and they come to a complete stop, I will then release them. I won't be having any arguments on how they stop, when they stop. If I say that they've done their penalty, then they've done their penalty, and that's the end of it. We're not discussing it again. If anyone has a problem with that, you can voice it now, but I'm going to do it my way anyway. All good? Good. Outside of that, how the cars are is how they are running. So again, we're not having any conversations about how anything is. I have pointed out a few things across the weekend as far as bumping, cutting curbs, things like that. Again, at this point in the weekend, the warnings and things like that are over. If you cut the same corner 2 laps in a row, you're going to come in, you're going to stop in my square, and I'm going to release you. All right, so no more warnings. If you do it once, make sure the next time you come around that corner that you don't jump it. 2 wheels can go on the curb. If there's a 3rd wheel, then that's a penalty, whether it's your fault or not. So if you're struggling with that corner and you keep jumping it by mistake, then unfortunately you will be stopping. All right? It is what it is. Go wide. Slow down. Take your time. Everyone good with that? No warnings. If you do the same corner twice in a row, you get a stop. If you do it again 3 laps down the road, you're still getting it. All right? If I see it once and you do it again, you're getting the penalty. And that can be handed out from either myself or Will. So either one of us see it, we're giving you a penalty. We'll tap you on the back and say, pull in the box, and we'll release you. Again, 1 wheel in the box, come to a complete stop, and then we'll release you again. We already discussed yesterday exactly how we are running, so we're running the B main very soon. Once we get through this, we'll probably give her a sprinkle of water again, and we'll line that up. There are no fuel restrictions on that B main. That'll be a 20-minute race. The top 3 from that will bump up through to the A main. As we discussed yesterday, we moved the order around just so we can try and get a few more marshals out on the track. So after that B main, we will do the 4 practice or warm up for everyone in the A main, and that will be in the order of the EFRA two-wheel drive, the Bahas, the trucks, and then the EFRA four-wheel drives. We all good with that? So that's a 10-minute with 10 minutes between them. Correct? So yeah, 10 on, 10 off. Yep. So what we're doing is the guys from the ArcMac four-wheel drive guys, they are going to marshal the B main, right? Then the guys from that are in the B main, they are going to marshal the practice of the EFRA tool drives. That moves across the bottom. The guys again from the EFRA full drive that don't make it through, they will also marshal the A main of the EFRA two-wheel drives, and that'll work down. Everyone know what I'm saying there and are clear with that? Again, we've got numbers. If you are in those races, then we will work it out, but that was the way that I was able to get the most amount of marshals. But that's what happens, all right? We're doing the 4 practices in order. Which one's not practicing? The gentleman who pressed the buttons has given me an indication that the two-wheel drive EFRA cars aren't scheduled in for a practice, being that they're not sanctioned. Does anyone have an issue with that, them not having a practice, or do you need that because of some reason? Remembering that you'll extend our day by 20 minutes and annoy the 3 gentlemen that are standing on this side of the fence that hand out penalties. All right, you guys aren't getting a practice.
Morning, guys. First of all, thank you for our sponsors, for MCD Racing Australia. I'm wearing their shirt because they are the main sponsor, but of course, Black Knight RC, Storm Racing, Hobbies Direct, Repco, Direct Hire for the toilets, CFR, and anybody else I've missed. So thanks for them. They really helped us a lot here. Yeah, definitely. Congrats for all the TQs. I wanted to also say thank you for these 2 guys because we keep forgetting. We're like AFL referees, right? So if everything is okay, nobody comes to us. But when something is not okay, everybody is piling there. The live stream is live. Please share as much as you can. For the racing, in the practice session, the system will call out your name and your time. In the main event, it will only go beep. When you cross the loop, it will go beep. It will be silent. Every 5 minutes, it will say what the order is. But we got Will here, and he will do the commentating. Other than that, it will be completely silent, except when you cross the loop, you hear a beep. If you hear a that means you have a lap which is less than 30 seconds. So the minimum lap time is 30 seconds on the system. Okay, if you don't hear a beep, you jump the loop. So just pay attention for that. You don't have to concentrate on your driving. As I said, I've set the system to every 5 minutes to go through the grid. But we will do most of the commentating anyway. So you'll have silence so you can concentrate on your driving. Is that okay with everybody? Awesome. Thank you, guys. Share, share, share as much as you can, please. Put it in the groups. Thank you, everybody online. Put it in the groups. Put it wherever you can to get this going and live. My son is going to be up there on the main camera following the top 4 cars during the races. Please stay away from there. Okay, otherwise we're going to have remotes and controllers in the frame, and it's a bit annoying. So just try to give yourself a bit of space away from that area, okay? Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
Just another quick one with that. When we get through to the finals, there will be 10 people up on the stand. Give each other an opportunity to have some space on the stand. I know that a few guys have got some broad shoulders, but squeeze in a little bit and give people an opportunity to actually have a spot to be able to steer. Alrighty. I did see yesterday where there was sort of 3 people squeezed shoulder to shoulder because 2 of the bigger blokes wanted to have room to swing their arms around for no good reason. So be mindful and give each other room when you're up on the stand there. The other thing that I would like to touch on as well, I'd like to thank the committee here at Quirls for putting out the tribute to Darren Olsen across the weekend. For those that didn't meet Darren, he was a big part of the club early in our piece and was one of the first national champions. So, yeah, the guys here at Quirls have put together some flyers and stuff. Thank Callan for putting together some stickers that you guys have been running across your cars. It is the 10th anniversary of us losing Darren, and he was definitely a big part of our club. So again, thanks Quells, thanks Kellen for the sticks and things like that. We will touch again on this on the presentations at the end of the day, but yeah, just wanted to reach out and thank you guys for doing the tributes. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep it simple. Quick. I just want to say thank you to all of you. We're all mates. We're all good friends here. We're a small crowd, and yeah, we all get along. Thanks for coming. I hope to see we're going to continue on with that. The second thing I wanted, and more importantly, I wanted to say, is I actually wanted to give a really special thank you to the youngsters that are here. We've got Flynn, Cooper, Lucas. Without them, we've got no future because we're all going to be walking around with walking sticks and still racing if it's just us. So just remember that. We need these little guys to join in here. So thank you to them, and thank you for their parents for keeping them in this hobby and keeping them passionate with it. Thank you, guys.
Okay, well that's the end of the briefing. I am going to say something. I can't stop it. I'm quite happy with the event the whole weekend. I've been doing this shit for, 24 years. I've never met a group of people at an RC event, especially at Nationals, that's like a group of friends that have been around for 30, 40 years. It's been unbelievable. I'm blessed to be here with you guys, okay? Thanks to the club for bringing me up. I can be a bit of a talkative bloke, but hey, that's just me. When I go out, I don't say a word, you know, but I'd like to thank every single one of you for welcoming me here, making me feel like part of the crew, even though I'm 1/8, okay? I bless all of you. Have a good day, okay? I'm not a God person. I just use bless a lot. I want everyone to have a good day. If you're not having a good day, just come up and talk to me. We'll be able to sort it out. If you're having a shit day because your head's all over the place or you're not feeling well, just come and see me. You know, we're all friends here, okay? Everybody butts heads, you know, we're all like brothers. Let's just get through this day. It is a finals day, so there's no rooting around, you know. We've got to do this properly, okay? Quarter 2 we'll start. Yep, and at quarter 2 we're going to start, so I'll stop now. So if everybody could get their stuff ready, we are going to do a quick water. So I'll go out there and I need 3 others. No water? No water. Okay, 45, we're going. So that's another, 12 minutes, 15? 10-ish minutes, and we'll get the first round underway, guys. Thank you very much. Enjoy your day.
Tom Watkins. Car 10 Simon McKinnon. 9 minutes to the start of the race. Currently up, race number 1. 4 WD RCRA B main. Race order is Car 1 Chris Gierake, Car 2 Bernie Reichert, Car 3 Brandon Elliott, Car 4 Travis Branson, Car 5 Dean Roworth, Car 6 Michael McDonald, Car 7 Rocco Bonello, Car 8 Brian Taylor, Car 9 Tom Watkins, Car 10 Simon McKinnon. Eight minutes to the start of the race.
All right, we are looking for some marshals. If you are part of that top group that made it straight through to the final in the RCRA 4 drives, you are the guys that are going to be marshalling this group.
7 minutes to the start of the race.
So, happy to call you out by name, or if you want to be an adult about it and get over here now, that would be great.
Right, guys, we're gonna need everybody to also cross the loop at some stage. Once you're ready, I will just the counter won't start on that level. It will just go.
Come on, guys. There's plenty of time to work on your cars.
6
If you've
minutes
made
to
it
the start
through,
of the race.
we need you out here, please.
Five minutes to the start of the race.
All right, so who am I missing marshal-wise?
4 minutes to the start of the race.
All right, track is open. Can I get all drivers to come around and hit the loop so we can make sure you are registering? Come around, cross the loop. Come around, cross the loop. And then we'll have the marshals at 2 and 7. Just make sure they're lined up, please. Marshals at 2 and 7, make sure they're lined up.
Chris Gierake, Brandon Elliott, Bernie Reichert, Travis Branson, Michael McDonald, Rocco Bonello.
Nick,
Dean
can you
Millworth.
acknowledge that everyone has now
3
hit the
minutes
loop?
to the start of the race. Tom Watkins,
For Brian.
Brian Taron and Simon McKinnon are missing.
Brian, do you want to cut the track and hit the loop for me, please?
Brian Taylor.
Is that now all drivers?
Yeah, Simon is out.
All right, guys, come round and get into your starting positions. All drivers come around, get in your starting positions.
All right,
Can
countdown
marshals
stopped.
at 2 and 7 make sure they're in their spot, please? Can we get the marshals to make sure that they're in their spots?
Okay, countdown is set to 27 seconds once you're ready.
Hold the start for my call, please. All right, driver set.
Ready?
Driver set. On your call, Neil.
15 seconds to the start of the race. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, less than 5.
Caution on the tabletop, caution on the tabletop. All clear. Okay, our first final's underway. We've got four-wheel drive RCRA. They've got a 20-minute final. This is the first race of the day. Calm down, guys. It's a 20-minute race. I know everyone's keen. It's 20 minutes, guys. Have fun. It's enjoyable. That's what you're here for. Update the first few laps here. We've got Chris with a K in the lead, with Bernie following Brandon. Then we've got Michael, Travis, Dean, Brian, Tom, Rocco and Simon. But our illustrious leader, Optimus Prime, Mr. Chris, is way out in front. He's pulling a lead. He's already up by nearly 2 seconds. He's just cruising around. El Presidente wants to make the final. He's just cruising around, making it look good. And then in second, we got Bernie. And then we got Brandon. Then we got Michael, Tom, Dean, Travis, Brian, Rocco, and Simon. Fastest lap of this one so far is by Chris with a K, 37.1. Then we got Bernie with a 38.7. Then we got Brandon in third with a 38.4. Michael's in fourth with a 43 flat. And then we follow her down the list. We've got Tom, Dean, Travis, Brian and Rocco. And Simon didn't make this one. Still got the president of the club, Chris, with a K out in the lead. Followed closely behind by Bernie. He's only 2.9 seconds behind. Third is 4.8 behind Bernie. Okay, we're nearly 3 minutes down. We've still got Chris out in the front with a 2.8 second lead over Bernie, who's 4.5 seconds over Brandon in third. Then we've got Tom Watkins, who started in last. He's made his way up to fourth. He's driving really, really well. Fastest time of a 36.7. Then we've got Brian Taylor, who just made his way up to fifth. Then we've got Michael McDonald in sixth, Travis in seventh, Dean in eighth, and Rocco in ninth. Marshall, back 180, end of the straight. Marshall still on track. Marshall still on track. All clear. Chris with a K. He's got a 4.5 second lead over Bernie. He's 4.9 seconds in front of Brandon. Then we've got Tom. He's slowly closing in. He's catching these guys pretty quickly. His fastest times are 36 flat. So looking at the times at the moment, that's the fastest guy on track is Tom Watkins. Following around Chris with the camera at the moment. Chris is in the lead with nearly a 5 second lead. And then there's another 3.4 further back to Brandon. And we've still got Tom averaging 37 flat. Everyone else is running around about 38 seconds. So Tom's flying at the moment. He really wants to catch up and get into that A main. He's running fourth at the moment. He's running exactly 4.5 seconds behind Brandon. So that's pretty much the length of that back straight, which he's going down now.
Daniel, zoom in more.
Okay, we've still got Chris out in the lead with a 4.5 seconds over Bernie, and Bernie's another 3 seconds in front of Brandon.
5 minutes.
And then we've got Tom Watkins, he's 7 seconds behind Brandon.
Brandon Elliott, Tom Watkins, and Michael McDonald.
Tom's got the fastest lap of this one so far with a 36 flat. It's a clean race so far. Everyone's just cruising around. They've all got their own lines. Cruising around nicely. Still got our top three is Chris, Bernie and Brandon, with Tom following closely behind. He's made up another 2 seconds in this last 2 laps. So keep it clean, guys. Keep it clean. Okay, the camera's following around Bernie at the moment, coming around the 180 at the end of the back straight, coming out over the tabletop, coming around to the crow's foot, over the cage jump, going around to the loop. Still got Chris out in front with a 4-second lead over Bernie. And then we've got Bernie with a 4.4 second lead over Brandon. And then Tom Watkins has made up a whole 5 seconds in 2 laps. He's 1.4 seconds behind Brandon at the moment. So there's the battle on track right there. Okay, go. Self-marshal. Thank you, Tom. If you do stumble and bumble and you need to be marshalled, self-marshal yourself. Otherwise you will be pinned. He's just gone over for his 10th lap. Bernie should be following now with his 10th lap, and then Brandon will be following, and then Tom straight behind him. So the biggest battle on track at the moment is between 3 and 4th, Brandon and Tom. Tom's now made up another second on Brandon, so he's only 1.1 seconds behind Brandon now. That is the closest. They're closing up to Bernie too, so this one's going to be interesting for the top 3. Chris has just left the building. He's gone. He even tried to make it easy for the other guys to catch him. He went on the infield to make it a little bit of a longer lap. That was Chris's 11th lap. Then we got Bernie on 11, Brandon on 11, Tom on Brandon. So between Bernie, Brandon and Tom, there's only 0.5 seconds between them. So that is the biggest lap on track. They're coming around to the double-double, coming onto the back main straight. Keep it clean, guys. Rubbin's racing, but there's also a little bit too much. Tom's just made that crucial one into position 3. That'll show on the timer as soon as he goes over the loop, but I just saw him pass Brandon. So these guys are really, really close. Their times are pretty much on par. Tom at the moment's just that little bit up on the other guys. So we've definitely still got Chris with a 5.4 second lead over Bernie, and then Tom's made his way from pretty much last on the grid up to 3rd. He's making his way. He's going to bump the way he's going at the moment. Still got the fastest lap of the race meeting so far with a 35.9, so that's faster than his last one. And he's catching Bernie real quickly. He's only 0.7 seconds behind Bernie at the moment, so the battle on track's between 2nd and 3rd. Following Tom round at the moment, going round to the 180 off the main straight through the S's chicane. Nice and smooth, beautiful. Does a tumble bumble, does a roll, self-marshals himself. But 2nd, 3rd and 4th are all going down the back straight together. Can feel the tension between the 3 of these guys. They really want to make that bump up, and that's the position there. Okay. That was a bit of just a rubber bub. I'll let that one go. You self-marshalled yourselves. Very good, guys. Lovely driving, boys. Cruising around, coming onto the main straight. There's your 3rd and 4th right there. So Tom's made his way up to 2nd now, so he's chasing Chris. He's only 3 seconds behind Chris now, so he's made up a 2nd on Chris in the last 2 laps. So we've got Chris out in the lead with a 3.6 second lead over Tom. Then we've got Bernie a 4.4 seconds behind, and then we've got Brandon 0.4 seconds behind him. So the closest battle on track now is between Bernie and Brandon. And the battle between Chris and Tom at the moment is getting really close. They actually can see each other on track now. They're coming around to the back straight. Chris has already gone over the double-double through the back chicane, and here comes Tom through the back chicane. So there's only half of the back length of the back straight between these 2 guys. That's 1st and 2nd, following them around with the camera, coming around onto the crow's foot, over the cage jump, over the loop with Tom we go. He's chasing our leader in Chris. Chris has been leading the race from the beginning. Tom's just knuckled down and he's flying. He's actually caught him another 0.3 seconds. He's caught up on Chris. They're both going around on the double-double, coming around on the main straight now, or back straight through the chicane. Chris has done a little bit of a slide there, a bit of a commentator's curse, unfortunately. They're really close now. We'll be watching these 2 pretty closely at the moment because Tom is catching Chris. And there you go. 3, Chris, Tom and Bernie. Bernie's now pulled out a 6 second lead over Brandon, who's 2.6 seconds up on Michael. So at the moment, with 8 minutes and 48 seconds to go, we've still got Chris out in the front, closely followed by Tom Watkins. His fastest lap's a 35.9 on this one. Then we've got Bernie, Brandon, Michael, Travis, Rocco, Brian and Dean. Unfortunately, Dean is out of this one. I don't know what happened, but we'll talk to him after the race. We spent nearly half the night last night fixing that car to see how it would go, and unfortunately, finals day can be a severe heartache. But at the moment, we've still got Chris and Tom fighting. There's 1.2 seconds between the 2 of them. That's been pretty stagnant for the last couple of laps. The pressure's on both of them. They want to do well, and they keep doing little stumbles here and there, but they're going down the back straight. Oh, and there's the pass. There's the pass. Unfortunately, Chris had a little bit of a bobble. And then Tom decides that he's just going to go straight over the top of him, over the tabletop. What a brilliant move that was. So at the moment, we've had a lead change. So we've got Tom Watkins in front, who's been on an amazing drive this time, starting last on the grid, and now he's first, followed by Chris, followed by Brandon, Bernie, Michael, Travis, Rocco, Brian, and unfortunately, Dean's out of this one. But our two leaders are still going down the back straight. They're real fighting each other, coming over the tabletop through the crow's feet. Oh no, Tom's had a bit of a stumble. Caution in the doubles, caution in the doubles. All clear. So unfortunately, Tom had a little bit of a stumble over the tabletop. So now we've got Chris back in the lead. So the fight's back on now. Chris has got a 2.2 second lead over Tom at the moment, followed by Brandon, who's another 10 seconds behind. Then we got Bernie, Michael, Travis, Rocco, Brian. But our two leaders are going down the back straight. Trying to keep their composure. They're trying to keep it together. It's the top three that bump into the final. Oh no, Tom's in the infield. He'll keep it going. Self-marshaled, roll back onto his wheels. And unfortunately, Bernie's had a bobble too. Unfortunately, he's out of this one. They've put him to the side. That's a bit unfortunate because Bernie was battling for the third position here with Brandon. But as it is at the moment, looking at the timing screen, our top three are pretty comfortably through. We've got a 3.8 second lead over Tom from Chris. Or Chris in front of Tom by 3.8 seconds, and another 9.8 seconds to Brandon. That's your top three. And then Bernie, I've just noticed, got taken off. They may be trying to fix his car to get him back out there. But then we've got Michael, Travis, Rocco and Brian. Doubles, all clear. So it looks like Tom's just settled into his position of 2 now. He's 7 seconds behind behind Chris. Chris is leading now down the back straight, followed by Tom coming round to the chicane down to the back straight. And then we got Brandon coming over the doubles, coming into the back chicane as well, going down the back straight. So we got 7 seconds between Tom and Chris, and then we got another further 5.6 seconds to Brandon. That's your top three. And it seems like the guys have just settled themselves into their positions. They're going to bump up. No sense to go too hard. Don't want to break those cars for the final. So at the moment, our top three are Chris, Tom, and Brandon.
After 15 minutes,
Brandon was having a bit of trouble all weekend, and it's come together for him today. He's going to make the bump. He'll be in the final if things keep going with 4 minutes and 51 seconds to go in this one, guys. Keep it all clean, guys. Keep it nice. $15 minutes down, 15:25 down with 4 minutes and 30 to go, guys. 4 minutes 30 to go. Caution here, the double. We've got a car stuck under the fence. I think that's Bernie. All clear. Car's back on track. And at the moment, we've still got Chris out in the lead with 11-second lead over Tom, who's got a 3.5 second lead over Brandon, who's in third. Then closely followed behind by Michael, Travis, Bernie, Rocco and Brian. With 4 minutes to go, we've still got Chris out in front, followed by Tom, followed by Brandon. And by looking at the time, Tom's sort of settled himself into his second position. He knows he's going to bump. There's no need to go too hard. Chris is just cruising around, so is Tom and so is Brandon. Top three that bump. They'd be pretty happy after the weekend some of these guys have had. Weather and the dust has been playing some havoc in some of the cars. But with 3.5 minutes left in this one, guys, still got Chris out in the front with a 9.9 second lead over Tom, who's another 3.1 second lead over Brandon. Then we're followed closely by Michael, Travis, Bernie, Rocco and Brian, with poor Dean out on this one. And we've got Chris coming around the back chicane, coming down the back straight. And then we've got our second person coming down the chicane, coming down the back straight. Chris is coming over the crow's foot, coming over to the cage, jump over to the loop. That will be his 27th lap. So Chris is on 27. His projected run is 32. Same with Tom. He's on 27. He's just 7.2 seconds behind Chris. And then we've got Brandon with another 4.8 seconds behind Tom. Then another minute with Michael. Then we've got Travis, Bernie, Rocco and Brian. So 2.5 minutes left in this one, guys. 2.5 minutes left. Keep it smooth, keep it calm. So Chris has got a 7.2 second lead over Tom with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go in this one, and another 4.8 seconds behind is Brandon in third. There's our 3 bump up positions for this one. 4-wheel drive RCRA B main.
2 minutes left.
Fastest lap is still Tom with a 35.9. So with 1 minute and 50 to go, still got Chris out in the front. 7.9 second lead over Tom, who's got a 4.1 second lead over Brandon. There's your top 3. In 4th position, we've got Michael, then we've got Travis, then we've got Bernie, then we've got Rocco, then we've got Brian. That's 1 minute and 30 to go, guys. 1 minute and 30 of your 20-minute B mains, just about over. Still got Chris out in front, going around the chicane. Then we got Tom going around the 180 off the main straight, coming around onto the chicane. And then we've got Bernie coming around the main straight onto the 180 into the chicane. So that's how close they are. It's been a good battle all day between these 3 guys. Tom's the standout of this one, starting in last position and working his way up to first. Then he had a bit of a stumble over the tabletop and Chris got around him, and that's where it
1
stayed
minute
ever
left.
since. But at the moment, with 57 seconds to go, we've still got Chris out in front with Tom following, and then Brandon. That's your top 3. Then we've got followed by Michael, Travis, Bernie, Rocco, Brian. 45 seconds left in this one,
45
guys.
seconds left.
45 seconds. Make this last couple of laps count, my friends. Remembering to keep going until I tell you the race is over.
30 seconds left.
You heard the lady. 30 seconds, guys. 30 seconds in this one. The 25 Nationals here in Queensland. This is our first B main for the day. Our top 3 are Chris, Tom and Bernie.
15 seconds left.
We're following our illustrious leader of the club here, Chris, following him around the chicane, going over the single, coming around to the 180 into the doubles.
5.
Then we've
4,
got Tom coming through
3,
the S's,
2.
or the chicane,
1.
going over the single, coming into the doubles.
Travis Branson done with a
And then we've
28
got
lap
Brandon coming through the
20:01.5
chicane,
result.
going over the singles, coming around to the double. We've got Tom
Michael
going down the back
McDonald done
straight.
with a 29 lap 20:09.2 result.
And we've got Chris coming over. He's over the loop.
Chris Gierake done with a 32 lap 2018.3
So that's
result.
Chris. He's our winner of this B main today. Then we're just waiting for Tom to cross the
Watkins
line,
done
who
with a
just did that
32
then.
lap 20,
He's coming in
26.1
second in our
result.
B main today. So our top
All
3
drivers
bumps
are
are
finished.
Chris, Tom and Brandon in this
Brandon
one.
Elliott
Well
done
done,
with a
guys.
32 lap
I know that most of you had a bad
20,
weekend.
result.
This makes up
The
for
race
all of
is
it.
completed.
Okay, guys, finish those laps you're on, bring them in. Congratulations to the top 3, Chris, Tom and Bernie. Well driven, guys. And like I said, right through the race, the outstanding driver in this one was Tom. Started last, worked his way to first. Unfortunately, had a bit of a stumble and then ended up in second. So as it is, we got Chris, Tom and Bernie. Brandon. Yeah, Bernie. Well driven, guys. Well driven. That was a good final, my friends. 1, 2 and 3 have made their way into the final. Awesome drive, guys. Awesome. Okay, we've got some happy 3 drivers in that one. They've made their way into the Australian National A main. feet. That doesn't
Right,
happen a
so
lot.
just to look on the racing system, Chris, Tom, Brandon, well done. You are being bumped up. All the rest, awesome driving. I hope you had a
Okay,
good time.
guys, can we get some watering? We'll get the water down here for our next one. Hey, so the guys that just marshalled, if you could come out and give us a hand of water. I'm going out to help as well. If we could get Mr. Ian Haley just to start that pump, brother, that'd be awesome of you.
"13 minutes to the start of the race. Up next, race number 2.
Just ignore that, please.
2WD RCRA. A main. Race order is: Car 1 Callan Gunn, Car 2 Jacob Herbert, Car 3 Matt Twigden, Car 4 Shane Highland, Car 5 Brandon Elliott, Car 16 Roworth.
Okay, everybody, time now is 9:09. We're going to water, so we're going to start the practice sessions at 9:20. First session for 10 minutes will be the Baja. The marshals from this race are the marshals.
All right, so the drivers that just drove in that B main, you will be the marshals for this practice that's coming up. The drivers that were just in the B main, you're the marshals for this one.
Okay, if we get for their practice, trampoline wood, we're about to turn it off. Yeah, turn it off, bud. Okay, water's going off, guys. Okay, Bahas are starting in 3 minutes, guys, so if you can get ready for your warm-up or your practice. All A main drivers in the two-wheel drive Baja. You don't have to do the whole 10 minutes. You can just go out and make sure your car's working if that's all you wish. Or you can see if you want to try and look at your run time and your tank and all that type of stuff. And it's not mandatory for you to run it. There's no calling in this one. I may say a few words here and there, but mainly we'll just let these guys do their practice session just to make sure their cars are all right for their A main. Okay, the sooner we can get all these people that want to do their warm-up out in pit lane. Yes. So we just get the marshals out there, and that way we can get these going. The quicker we get these 10-minute warm-ups and practice sessions done, the quicker we get back into finals. Not that I want to rush anybody.
Controlled practice has started. Controlled practice has stopped. Controlled practice has started.
Okay guys, we've got the marshals out there. If you want to do your warm-up and practice, you can do that now. The track is open. Just be mindful that there still is a couple of marshals working their way to their marshalling positions. This isn't a race, guys. This is just so you can make sure that your cars are performing properly, the same as they were yesterday. Just cruise around, make sure your cars are right.
Lucas Herbert. Flynn Herbert. Billy Scutz.
So again, the practices are 10 minutes. 10 minutes on, 10 minutes off, 10 minutes on. So if you are a truck driver and you want to practice, get your trucks together now.
Richard
Be
McAteer.
ready to go when these guys are finished.
Lucas Herbert 40.1. Dave O'Hanlon.
8 minutes left in this one, guys. 8 minutes left in this one.
Flynn Herbert 44.4. Billy Scutz 46.5. Lucas Herbert 38 flat. Richard McAteer 50.3. Dave O'Hanlon 44 flat. Billy Scutz 42.4. Lucas Herbert 39.3. Flynn Herbert 103.1.
Just over 6 minutes to go in your practice session here, guys. Just
Richard
over 6
McAteer
minutes to go.
48.3. Dave O'Hanlon 42.4. Billy Scutz 54.2. Flynn Herbert 42.6. Dave O'Hanlon 39.4. Richard McAteer 48.7.
Five minutes and 30 seconds left in this one, guys. 5 minutes 30.
Billy Scutz 46.2. Lucas Herbert 136.3. Flynn Herbert 44.8. Richard McAteer 47.4.
Okay, 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in this one, guys.
Lucas Herbert 38.8. Billy Scutz 46.2. Richard McAteer 49.7. Lucas Herbert 37 flat. Flynn Herbert 134.6. Billy Scutz 104.7. Lucas Herbert 37.6. Richard McAteer 48.3.
Okay, guys, they've got 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in this one. You can keep going or you can bring them in. We can close it off quickly if you want to. It's up to you guys. You don't need to run the whole 2 minutes. It is really up to you guys what you want to do. This is your time.
Billy Scutz 44.7.
Okay, guys. If we could get 4 people from this
Richard
practice sessions
McAteer,
to help go out and water,
48.7.
that would be awesome. I did the watering for the last one, so we're going to do a quick sprinkle water in between each practice sessions just to make sure we keep the moisture and the groove line in. We're not going to put too much water on. We don't want that blue groove to disappear. It's coming up nicely here. It's nearly 2 meters wide all the way around the track, which is pretty good considering we're running 1/5 cars. Still got 2 minutes, guys. Still got 2 minutes. Again, it's up to you what you want to do.
Two minutes left.
Okay, that's 1 minute and 40 seconds left, Billy.
Billy Scutz 116.1.
We're not going to water now. The track is keeping the dampness in, so we're just going to leave it for the practice sessions for now.
1 minute
and
left.
then all we're going to do is we're just going to keep watering during the mains. Like there's plenty of moisture in that track. There's no dust. There's plenty of grip. There's no sense watering too much and making your cars too dirty because then you just got to go back and clean them again for your final.
45 seconds left.
So bring your trucks over. This one can be called Bud. So we can start the next group. So the people in that one, if they can go out and marshal for the next group.
30 seconds left.
Okay, so those Baja guys, if you could work your way out to the marshalling and we'll get the trucks out to do their practice session.
15 seconds left. Drivers, your practice session has expired. Please leave the stand.
Okay, we just get those trucks out here, guys. Those ones that want to run. That timer has started. So we just get those marshals out there for the rest of them. We still need 2, 3, 5 and 1. Got most of the marshals out there, so those people that want to get out there and do their warm-up, you can go out there now. Quicker we get through these practice sessions, quicker we're back into finals, quicker we can start watering the track. We don't want to push these guys too far, but we just want to keep things moving along nicely. So out on track for their practice session at the moment. We've got 1/5 short course truck, 4-wheel drive. We've got storm cars, we've got MCDs, we've got FGs, we've got Elcons, just to name a few of the larger brands. Our major sponsor, MCD Racing, so while we've got these guys cruising around for their practice session, again, I'd like to make a personal thank you out to our major sponsor, MCD Racing. We'd like to make a special thank you to DDM Racing as well. Another special thank you to Ronnie and his employers, Hobbies Direct down in Victoria, Geelong. Also like to thank Black Knight RC. Also like to thank Chequered Flag Racing, Storm Racing, Team Australia, Partek, Direct Hire and Repco. Without you guys, we harp on it all the time. Without you guys, these things wouldn't happen. Thank you very much again, especially to Franco from MCD Racing. So I'd like to make a special thank you to our ladies in the canteen for feeding us and keeping us hydrated for the weekend. They do a brilliant job. If you are hungry or you need some type of beverage, just go down and see the ladies at the canteen. They'd be grateful to help you. We are running our raffle again today, so the ladies downstairs will go for another walk around later on today. Dig deep. It's all for the club. The sponsors have put free merchandise up for the raffle. So yeah, I've bought a fair few tickets, so hopefully I win. Not that I'll be able to use most of the stuff, but hey, we'll see what happens. Okay, our next one's up a four-wheel drive RCRA. It's only the top 7 that made it straight through to the final, not the 3 that bumped up. They'd be busy preparing their cars for the final, so it's the top 7 in four-wheel drive RCRA. You guys are up next, so if you want to start prepping and getting ready. We are not going to be watering. There's plenty of moisture still left in the
Next
track for these practice
starts in
sessions.
3 minutes.
Because it'll give you a better understanding of what the finals will be like, because the track conditions are pretty much the same as they are right now.
Controlled practice has stopped.
So dial those cars in, make sure that everything you did last night is working properly,
Controlled practice
and then
has
you know
started.
that you're going to be safe for your
New
final.
drivers begin
No
practice.
sense going out there killing your cars now. It's one of the reasons why we're not watering, so your cars don't get too dirty. Nothing worse than going out for a practice session
One
and
second.
spending
So
another hour
wait,
to clean.
wait,
Controlled
sorry. There
practice
was
has
10
stopped.
minutes of time between practice and 10 minutes of practice. So these guys started early.
Ben
They still
Sterling.
have 10 minutes to go.
Controlled practice
Yeah, I
has
know, mate.
started.
They just wanted to get out there, so we just
Mitchell
let them
Davis.
go. They're not really worried about the times at the moment. They just want to make sure the cars
Cooper
are running, mate.
Twigman.
Just checking.
No, it's not kosher, but it's just the way it's working out for the practices.
Ash Curry. Ash Curry 59.4.
Don't need to self-marshal in a practice session, Ash.
Ash Curry 38.9.
Okay, that's our short course trucks. They've done their practice session. They wanted to get out there early, which was good, because now we've just saved ourselves another 10. So if we get four-wheel drive EFRA up, or RCRA. Yeah. So user starting from 10 minutes from now. If you want, we can make it 5 and just get you out there and get it over and done with. So the trucks, if we could get you guys out to marshal now, please. Can we bring this one forward? Yeah, bring it forward. Make it 5 minutes before this run. Okay, so you got 5 minutes and then we're out, guys. I've just changed the clock, so you can go out there in 5 minutes and do your 10. When you're all done, and if it's before the 9 minutes, just let me know, and then we'll stop everything and start watering for the next one.
Drivers, your practice session has expired. Please leave the stand.
And for those guys that
has
were
started.
out practicing, we need the truck guys out to help marshal for this one. Okay, there's 4 minutes before the start of this one. We still need our marshal for 7, 1 and 5, please. That's those trucks that were out there last. That's Billy. I'd like Billy out to marshal. Please, Billy. I would like you on position 1, please, Billy. Shots. Billy. Marshal, please, buddy. Come on. Now, thanks, mate. It's part and parcel of the way we do things. You practice, you marshal. Thank you, Ash. So, Billy, I'd like you on number 1, please. And I still need to get position 5 and 7. Okay, guys. Run away, run away. Thanks, Billy. Just over number 1, bud.
Practice starts in 3 minutes.
Okay, guys, your practice session's now open. You do have 2 minutes before the timer will start, but I don't know if anybody's too concerned about lap times. Just want to make sure your cars are running night after giving them maintenance overnight. Off the 10 now, mate. Cool.
Next practice starts in 2 minutes.
Only got 5 of the 4-wheel drive RCRAs out there. Nobody else wants to give it a run. That'd be 2 missing.
Next practice starts in
That's
1 minute.
the top 7.
Next practice starts in 45 seconds. Next practice starts in 30 seconds. Next practice starts in 15 seconds. New drivers begin practice.
Okay, guys, now your lap times will be recorded if that's what you are after in your practice session.
Callan Gunn. Ian Haley. Matt Twigden.
This is the practice session for your top 7 qualifiers in 4-wheel drive RCRA. Doing their practice session at the moment. Just making sure everything's right for their
Lucas
cars
Herbert,
after doing
Ian
maintenance
Haley,
overnight, ready,
35.9.
preparing themselves for their finals.
Matt Twigden 36.5. Lucas Herbert 35.4. Ian Haley 37.1. Ronald Maya. Matt Twigden 36.2. Ian Haley 35.2. Ronald Maya 34.7. Matt Twigden 40.8. Ian Haley 34.3. Ronald Maya 36.3. Matt Twigden 50.5. Ian Haley 39.9. Lucas Herbert 326.6. Lucas Herbert 34.1. Lucas Herbert 35.2.